This week, my son has a presentation in his Montessori school about his heritage, and his mother is from Colombia. So we thought it'd be a good idea if we ordered one of these Arepa or Tortilla cast iron presses from a company that makes them in Colombia. This company's name is Victoria. I met these people at their finca while I was visiting Colombia, and they have an amazing product line, and I was absolutely shocked that a product like this is sent all over the world and it's made in Colombia, so it's absolutely amazing. When I received it, I just assumed that this was something that you put on your stovetop or maybe put in your oven. So I started, putting it on the stove and seeing what was happening, but I realized that it doesn't really work like that. It wasn't making any sense to kind of put the cast iron down on the stovetop because the bottom would get hot but the top would not. So then I moved to the oven. Texting back and forth with my friends in Colombia, I realized they don't actually put these in the stove or in the oven at all. They press the arepas cold inside of the cast iron press. Seems counterintuitive to me, since cast iron for me is always something that you stick on a stove or in an oven, or a campfire for that matter. So I've decided that I'm going to stick with my original idea, despite being counseled otherwise. What I've done here is I've heated the arepa pan up inside of the oven to 260 degrees, which was approximately the point at which the oil was smoking in the frying pan. So when you press them cold and you cook them in the frying pan, I'm assuming it's usually about 260 degrees Celsius. So I preheated the arepa press to that temperature. I'm going to take it out of the oven, and I'm going to press this pre-made ball in the press, and then I'm going to put it back in the oven to cook it. I'm very concerned that it's going to stick. There's a lot of possibilities of what's going to happen here, but I figured we should try it and just see how it works out. So here we go. Don't want to set off that smoke detector. So I'll turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, looks like it lost a little bit of oil up on the top. So to be extra careful, I'm going to maybe over oil this out a bit. You can reduce the oil level later if this ends up working out. Okay, get this oil. Okay, there we go. All right, the ball. Okay, I'm gonna fold this over. So just press this down. I'm gonna pull it over the top. It's coming out the sides a little bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna over press it a bit just to make it fit somewhat flat. Okay, trim off the excess. Obviously, you start to get a sense of how much you need in there. Put a little too much. Wow, this is an amazing mitt. Like, I'm telling you, I never get burned at this thing. And this thing is so hot, I had to put it back down or I was gonna get burned. So here we go. All right, in we go. Close the oven, and let's see how it works out. I think I'm gonna give this 10 minutes at 260 degrees Celsius. Let's see what happens. All right, we're gonna check on how it's doing. It's been about 6 minutes in the oven, and I just wanna make sure I don't overcook it. I don't have much of a formula here to follow, so I'm gonna take a peek inside. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to get a little brown. Let's see how that looks. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, the moment of truth. I'm gonna open this up now. The silicone mat prevents us from cracking our, oh. Wow. Wow, look at that. See? Wow. It's nice. Just let me put this away here. Wow, don't want to touch that at all, honestly. It's burning hot. Look at this. Wow, okay. This is like This is like a wafer from the church or something, this one. See, it's, I'll show you. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, look at that. Wow. This is slightly overcooked. If you wanted an arepa, it's like a nacho. But interesting, it did work. And as you can see, it's very consistently cooked. I mean, there's a lot of things to process here. Maybe I pressed it too thinly. Maybe I cooked it too long. Let's ask my wife. Let's see what she thinks. Let me just get her one moment. All right, so all is not lost. I was trying to make arepa, and apparently I have made oblea. I've never had that in Colombia, but apparently it goes with like a caramel sauce, which they call arequipe. I don't know, mixed emotions. I'm happy that I was able to make this. This is interesting, but it's not the arepa that I was looking to eat. In any case, if you're gonna try this at home, you definitely want to take some precautions. This is very dangerous. This is very hot, the way I'm moving in and out of the oven. I probably would have moved the shelf down lower so that way I had more clearance. If you're gonna play this game, you gotta be very careful, and definitely having a silicone mat, like you see here on my table, that's definitely something that you wanna have going for you. All right, if you're interested in buying this one that I have here, this one that was made in Colombia, I'll hold it up without burning myself. It's made by Victoria. You can buy it on Amazon. This company's been in business for a very long time, and this is a very traditional Colombian device. Made in Colombia, traditional to Colombia. So if you're gonna try to make it, I suggest that you start with the best. Thanks for watching.